It's that time again. I'm back with another beat challenge. But before I get into that, just remember to check out my other beat challenges, my other tutorials. The last beat challenge I did was making a beat, but every minute I add 5% distortion. So at the end, shit got distorted as fuck. It was crazy. Check it out. But anyway, alright, so in this one, it's gonna be difficult. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be making a beat, but the beat's gonna be on mute. So I'm not gonna hear anything as I'm making it. I'm gonna have to just judge it by my music theory. I'm gonna have to just think it up in my head and go with that. And then at the end, hopefully it sounds good. I'm gonna go through and fix things up, and we're gonna end up with a decent track. Let's go. Alright, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna make the tempo something like 135. I'm gonna load up Omnisphere. Since I'm not gonna hear the sounds that I'm gonna be able to pick, I'm just gonna have to trust Omnisphere. If it comes out shit, blame it on Omnisphere. Melodica, fuck it, why not? Should be alright. I'm gonna go for a melody. I'm gonna start with an E. Actually, one octave up for a melody, and then I'm gonna have some chords underneath. So let's go for an E, and then, I don't know, a B afterwards, but play it kind of off the beat, so it's got a bit of syncopation. And a B is a perfect fifth up from E, so it's gonna sound decent. And then I'm gonna go down to an F, and then I'm just gonna kind of repeat the process, same note pattern, but I'm gonna mix it up with a G instead of a B, just have some variation. And then I'm gonna loop that just like that. That should be alright. Then underneath I'm gonna complete the chords that should be playing. So for example, when I have an E minor chord is E, G, and B. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the B and I'm gonna play the G. Simple as that. But I'm gonna take them down two octaves, not semitones. That would sound shit. And then I'm gonna do the same with the F. I'm gonna go for F and then A, just so it kind of goes down from this and then it goes down a bit. And then I'm gonna duplicate that. But on the last section here, I'm actually gonna flip things up a bit with, let's go for A minor, switch up. So I'm gonna go for this. And now, because this is an A minor essentially, I'm gonna bring this up to an A. I'm gonna put in, I don't know. I'm gonna put in an E there, because why not? Actually no, I'm gonna put a C there and then an E here. It should be alright. It should be in key at least. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay down some pads. Pads and strings in Omnisphere. There's some really shit sounds in here, so I could get fucked over. We're gonna find out. What I'm hoping for, what I'm praying for, is a dark kind of ambient pad that doesn't clash with the chords, but that can be hard to find. I'm gonna go for Mysterious Movement, even though the movement bit could end up doing some crazy shit. And then I'm just gonna play the root notes, so E, then F, and then E, and here I'm gonna have an F that goes into a A. Just like that. Alright, and then right off the bat, I'm gonna EQ that, because my spidey senses are telling me it's gonna have some unwanted high-end bullshit. So I'm just gonna cut that out before it even becomes a problem. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Omnisphere again, because honestly, Omnisphere has the best chance of giving me a good sound. And I'm gonna go for a pluck, which could be hit or miss, but let's see. Nah, let's go for a melodic digital crush. Who the fuck knows? Here I'm just gonna lay down some top notes, just in the higher octaves, and then I'm gonna EQ the high end off them, just so it becomes kind of ambient, put some reverb on, make it atmospheric. Then we had a B here, so I'm gonna switch it up with a G there, and then I'm gonna have some Fs. Again, very simple. I don't want to take too many risks on this because I have no idea what it sounds like, but it should hold up. It should sound alright. And then I'm gonna go to C, and then we're gonna loop this, and then I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna make it an E because we have the A minor here. Don't forget. And I'm just gonna leave that C there. Alright, so hopefully that should be a nice foundation to our beat. Now I'm gonna add in a drum rack, and I'm gonna start adding drums. No idea how this is gonna sound, and I'm just gonna drag and drop random shit because honestly, percussion drum kit names mean nothing. Like, what the fuck is this? What does that even mean? Anyway, I'm just gonna drag them in. I'm gonna have the snare on the 1.3s. Let's sprinkle in some kicks. I'm just trying to map it out in my head. Just sprinkling some kicks here. A bit of variation there, so it's not all hitting at the same time. And we're gonna keep it simple. Don't get too crazy with it, because we can't hear it. Gonna layer the clap on top of the snares. I like having these little percussion hits on the offbeat, so it's kind of in the middle of the 0.2 and the 0.3, for example, right before the snare. And then the other one, we'll just drag it in here. Then for the hi-hats, I'm gonna have a bass pattern like this. Then I'm gonna get fancy on top of that. And just before the second bar, we're gonna get a bit of a roll going on. And on the 2.2, we're gonna do the same thing. Boom, boom, boom. And here we're gonna have. Oh, this is gonna sound shit. I already hate this. Boom, 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 boom. Again, the 0.4s. This time, fuck the triplets. And we're gonna go for that. Then it's gonna break down to a triplet again, just like that. And then some quick triplets here, because why not? Now that we've got our percussion, I'm gonna jump in with the bass. I'm gonna do that on expand, because the one thing I don't like about Omnisphere is the bass. The bass is trash. I've got no idea really. I'm just gonna go for electro bass and hope it's decent. You know what? I'm gonna crank up the attack, because electro bass makes me think it's gonna have some weird fucking high frequency bullshit at the start. So I'm just gonna cut that out with the attack right off the bat before even hearing it. And then I'm gonna copy the root notes that we had here. And actually, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna make this a bit cleaner, take out more of the high end. And then for the bass, I'm gonna edit this just slightly. First of all, it's way too high an octave. I can probably take it down to this one. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it like that. There's no point guessing, because the bass really depends on how the actual instrument sounds. I'm just gonna leave electro bass like that. And that's mostly it. Now I'm just gonna add some finishing touches and arrangement. So that's gonna be our basic 16 bar. Then I'm gonna have a little intro. All right, so I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna have, so it's gonna come in like this. And I'm gonna have the beat cut out for like a tiny bit right here. Now it's gonna be final touches. I mean, I don't know what this is, but it looks like it might be something like a little crash hit with a bit of reverb or something, I don't know. Like a little bouncing trail. Actually, I'm gonna move this first one up to like the 1.2. And fuck it, I'm gonna add another little section of notes, which is just gonna be like an intro or bridge kind of section. I'm gonna go for fast, cheap sampler strings. For our string section, I'm just gonna have some quick chords, just like that, boom, 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 just like that. And then at the end here, I'm gonna flip it up. So we got a B. I'm gonna repeat the process for the F. So here we have an FAC, but at the end we have a G here. So I'm gonna take it down to a G and then a B. That's it. And similar thing, remember we have the A minor coming in here. So I'm gonna flip this up, I'm gonna move it here. I'm gonna change it to an A minor. And then this, also I'm gonna change just a little bit to an A and a C. And that should pretty much be it. Then I'm gonna have this come in for the last two bars. And then for this section, I'm gonna take out the drums. It's gonna be just that, and then everything's gonna come back in. All right, so now just before we finish and we listen to what it sounds like, I'm gonna add some little EQ effects. So on the intro, I'm gonna have an automated EQ that cuts out everything essentially, and then slowly opens up as we get into this drop here. All right, so I'm gonna start like this. This is on the master track, and then we're gonna open it up. We're gonna do automation, and we're gonna start from here. Actually, why am I doing this? I'm just gonna move the whole thing to the start like it should be. I'm gonna start with the EQ like this, and I wanna take the whole EQ off by the time we reach the drop. I'm gonna do that for the low end as well. I'm gonna make it a bit more interesting by adding a bit of a curve. And I'm gonna put some reverb on this, actually, this shit right here, because I want it ambient and I forgot to add reverb. My bad. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep it fairly airy. So I'm gonna let some of the high end in. I'm gonna cut a bit of the low end. Don't want it too muddy. Not that I think it's gonna be muddy, it's just a pluck. It's not gonna have low end frequencies. Nothing crazy. I don't know what to expect. Alright, it's the moment of truth. Let's take a listen. What the fuck? Hey. This is not bad. Yo, what the f... fucking hard. It needs some work, it needs some tweaks. But this shit goes hard, bro. What the fuck? Okay. Hey. Damn. Alright. That was alright. We can work on that. Alright, so first of all, the bass, too much high end. I expected it, but look at that. There we go. Gives it much more room with all the other shit going on. Now the snares are weak as fuck. Also, what the fuck is this? I can barely hear it. Honestly, the worst thing about this beat is the levels right now. And that's... I'm happy with that. I expected a lot worse. I expected shit. Pure shit. Alright, so let's check out this pad. Alright. I think I may have overdone it with the EQ. Yeah, I think it's a gentle enough pad that I can let through some more EQ. I feel like this is overpowering way too much of the beat, so I'm gonna bring it down a bit. I'm gonna EQ some of the mids. I like it, but it's a bit overpowering. It's nice for harmonics, just have it like harmonizing with the other shit going on. But the mids are a bit too much. Cut some of those. It's too plucky, it's like it stabs you in your ears. Some more combat shit. I'm gonna add a saturator to the snare because I want it to hit a bit harder, a bit rougher. And then I'm gonna reduce the output level because I don't want it just to increase the volume and have me think it sounds better. I want it to actually have some character. Okay. Hey. I do whatever I want. That's the new wave. It's in my name, I'm a dawn. I'm just trying to get paid. You knew that I bide my time. I've been scheming on the low. Real legends never die. I've been opening doors. I got the juice like Ribena. Might just go platinum, no feature. Shit with them bunny ears on Easter. I'm thinking about bands, new freezer. Skip on a beat like it's a drift. Watch out a skirt, go with the mist. Drop off a flow, then I just bounce. Watch out a skirt, fuck it, I'm out.